Hi there, I'm Andrea Koppel, and it's Time for Coffee, the podcast where you get to hear firsthand what the jobs and careers that interest you the most are really like. Hey there, Java junkies. Welcome to another K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. By the way, K-Cups come in 3 sizes, single, double, and triple shots, or roughly 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in length. So if you don't have time to throw back an entire caffeinated career conversation, these K-Cup mini episodes of T4C can give you a quick caffeinated fix, whether you're on the go or you only have a few minutes to binge. So grab your mug and take a chug, because it's time for a caffeinated career double shot K-Cup with my guest, John Katzman. Now, I had said in the introduction to this episode that you were going to crack the code for our young listeners, if they aren't already aware, why the cost of tuition has gone up so much over the last 20, 30 years. And without giving it away, one of the biggest reasons is because of the OPMs. Can you just very quickly explain that, John, before we get into what the Noodle companies is doing?
A lot of why college is more expensive now is just a policy thing. The state used to pay 75% of the cost of sending somebody to college, and now we pay 25% of the cost. We've decided as a country to reduce our role in getting everybody a college education. At the same time, I think that it is hard to educate more and more people who have completely different backgrounds and in many cases need more support as efficiently as just educating the top couple percent of white rich guys. So colleges have been struggling with costs for a long time. Technology has a chance to make it better. And we can make higher ed half as expensive as it is right now without screwing it up.
So I understand that state colleges, universities are now the average student is paying much more. But what about private institutions? Their tuition has also skyrocketed.
It has. And some part of that is real. And some part of it is the decision to raise tuition every year and take the new money and put it back into financial aid. For the last 15 years, the cost of higher ed has actually been flat to inflation. It's actually the same price people are really paying. The average freshman right now is paying half of the sticker price of college. So every year we make it sound more scary, and it works. People are horrified at tuitions. And it turns out we're not actually raising the price. We're just raising the price for rich kids and lowering the price for poor kids.
And what about the relationship between the online program management companies and these universities? Right. OPMs typically take anywhere between 60 to 80% of the online tuition, whatever the revenue is, and the universities get the rest. How is that playing into the cost of tuition, both online and on campus?
In every other sector, technology has come in to lower costs, to make things more efficient. Here, we could use technology as a way to artfully create better experiences and less expensive ones. Instead, the OPMs are making a lot of money on a student. You know, an MBA student paying $100,000 of tuition, $30,000 of that is the profit of the OPM. Right? So it's tough to keep costs down when crazy amounts of money are going to Wall Street. So my feeling is that OPMs are actually making online education more expensive, where what we should be doing is making both online and on-campus education less expensive without making that at the cost of student-faculty interactions and engagement.
Thanks for tuning in to this K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. If you want to listen to our entire caffeinated career conversation, please check out the show notes for this episode. Thanks so much for listening to Time for Coffee, where the professionals in the jobs that most interest you always have time to grab coffee, 24/7, no matter where you live. I have one quick favor to ask you. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to Time for Coffee. Thanks so much.